Then we will see the file number 2 today. Yeah, it's a good day today. Okay, live stream is on. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all again. Today is Tuesday, right? 22022022.
Yeah, it's really
That
nice day.
that's a thing that is very I believe on the YouTube, on internet, every start to see, even Facebook, you start to see people
Yeah,
posting things, announcing things, because this day is pretty significant. You probably, I think, not just probably, you guaranteed will not have any 22022022
yeah,
ever again.
yeah.
This
It's
historical day that'll go down in history. All right,
yeah,
so Bitcoin price briefly is 37,000 plus for BTC and 2005 plus for ETH
yeah,
at this current point of time of the day, right? So, Mr. Richard, what do you have for us today?
yeah. We have some of the news, the reason why the Bitcoin price going down, like we see on the screen today. And later we will discuss some news, some article about why the price of Bitcoin go down, and we will discuss more about some of the news update. And let's have a look on our live stream. Uh, Now I will share you some article about the crypto market, and we will discuss more about this. Oh, today's okay, cryptocurrency. Okay, as you everyone can see here's on the screen the yeah 36,900. Yeah,
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 it's slightly lower than what I put on my board right now.
yeah,
It takes only like 1 minute or 2 minutes.
yeah, yeah. And now we will go together with the live stream. If just a little message for our new audience. If you want to subscribe, like you can click on the bell button. And now let's start
Yeah, Mr. Richard,
our
you put the screen for this that thing.
yeah.
I think you should be able to put full screen. How do you put this full screen?
Uh,
View. You go to view, and then you can scroll down to the last one.
you want needs to be the slideshow.
No. You click to the view. You click on the view, and then you select full screen. So it becomes slightly bigger.
Uh, it's alright because with this one I can choose the small slide. Yeah, and our topic
No,
is about
if you click to full screen view, it will remove the top ribbon. You see, so and then you can actually enlarge it slightly, so the viewer can see clearly as well.
view for
Just below the Xeonbit live stream, there is this file edit view insert. You click on the view, top left.
top left view.
Yeah, you scroll down all the way, full screen.
This
No.
one,
Yeah,
this
the
one.
full screen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
It removes the top ribbon, so it's kind of like it make it slightly bigger, so it's easier for so our viewers don't have to look so closely to the screen if they
yeah.
happen to want to see some details.
So
Right, let's
everyone
carry
is
on.
return. Everyone is returned to the previous one. So how can I
You scroll on the left, lah.
show the left?
That all the slides are still on the left panel, right?
Mhm. Yeah, okay. So just carry on, yeah.
Yeah.
Then our topic is about the Russian finance ministry said that crypto shouldn't be legal currency, yeah. And the more detail in the link below, and it's It's about when we see the conflict between the Ukraine and Russia, and the West, they also say that they will apply some of the punishment to Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So actually, this thing you have to look at both sides of the coin.
yeah,
It's a very political thing. Basically, it's all regarding the NATO wanting to expand towards the east, while Russia say this will give us a security concern because NATO is pretty much controlled by US, right? Yeah, so if NATO includes Ukraine as its member country, then NATO's forces can enter, can do anything they want in and for or on or against Ukraine, anything they want. Yeah, so for Russia, there's a lot of concern in terms of NATO moving eastward, right next to their because Ukraine is their neighbor, direct neighbor, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so this is where the conflict started. So of course, US, they are always very supportive of conflict outside of
yeah,
their own mainland America. Yeah,
yeah,
so because they want to sell a lot of weapons. Yeah,
yeah,
so of course they in the last 2 weeks they've been telling the world, oh, on 16th of February there'll be Russian will start to fight Ukraine.
yeah,
Then they didn't fight. So now they
yeah,
say, oh, anytime after today, if they fight, it means we are what we say is true.
yeah,
All those kind of political stance that the government of US has been pulling. Of course, Russia, they place a lot of forces next to the border, and they have a lot of ties with neighboring countries as well. So this war is probably not going to fight. Of course, there are some they call it a minor incursion. There's a few soldiers died and things like that. Yeah,
yeah,
but today we don't know what happened. But for Russian finance ministry to say crypto shouldn't be legal currency, uh, maybe for we can go deeper into the article and see why is that so. Perhaps they say, oh, I don't know why do they say that.
Uh, if uh,
But
if the West, they block the SWIFT, the SWIFT protocol to
right.
transfer money from Russia, it means Russia
Yeah,
will fight the other way,
yeah. So if the
and a lot of
West,
people, yeah,
yeah, they block Russian that saying, oh, Russian can't use the SWIFT and things like that. To
yeah,
Russia, no problem because Russia is focused on using euro dollar actually. Yeah, so they
yeah,
are not very interested in getting involved too much with the US dollar. So and then Russia has another option. China,
yeah,
China is rising up so fast. Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
so and then now they are playing good friends now. So for Russia, for if you think Russia is going to go down, I don't think so. Yeah, so Russia has control, or not say control. Russia has supply of a lot of a vast amount of natural gas.
Yeah,
So during this conflict with Ukraine, they also pull in issues like the Nord Stream, which is the pipeline from Russia. Is a pipeline from Russia that supplies natural gas to Germany.
yeah,
So, and then Germany is like the biggest, is it the biggest economy? Yeah, basically the biggest supporter of, biggest donor of this EU funding. Yeah,
yeah,
so if Germany don't have the natural gas, they'll all die in winter. No
yeah,
heat. You can't power up the heat. Yeah. So there's a lot of issues going on there. But of course, uh, for people who don't live in the area, they don't know. Oh, this must be some. But you have to look at the issues behind all these acts, and you know that why. You probably can catch why things are happening the way they are. So that's why for China to die, no, for Russia to die, they won't. Yeah, they have a lot more ways to survive than that. Yeah, so they still have the gas pipeline, and now I think recently they just decided that they're going to build another pipeline into China, something like that, because Russia said, "Oh, you guys don't want to buy my gas anymore? Never, I sell to China." Yeah, so they have a lot of ways to survive. So
I also think so.
at the current point of time, when they say they should crypto shouldn't be legal currency, perhaps because of all this that is happening right now, that they say, oh, even if there is, it shouldn't be called cryptocurrency. It should be digital currency. It should be CBDC rather than cryptocurrency.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
CBDC is the one that's going to help protect the economy, so to speak. Yeah. So and cryptocurrency. Just look at cryptocurrency as a form of art. Yeah, you remember NFT? Yeah,
Yeah,
look at it as a form of art or investment rather than a currency. I think that's their stance.
yeah,
I
that's
think that's
yeah,
where a lot of big countries they look at cryptocurrency. They look at cryptocurrency as something that can invest and make money, and not supposed to be used as a legal tender.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, except
But
for one or two countries,
yeah,
El Salvador,
yeah,
they use legal tender.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's mean some big country they are thinking about the other the other currency should be stronger than the U.S. dollar because the U.S. only rely on the oil price because they want to be the superpower country with the to who which control the oil's uh, the the oil value. So now
Yeah.
when the other country they want to switch into the green energy, electric energy, so that this issue happening to tell the world that oh the oil is still more value. That's why now we see the price of the gas, the price of your petrol is increasing. Yeah, and now let's see for the other side of the world in U.S. Uh, just one of the senator in Wyoming, she said that Fed Federal Reserve should add Bitcoin to its balance sheet in the future. This is just a suggestion of the senator. Nowadays, the Fed is going to increase the interest rate to manage to control the inflation. As we see that the Fed say that they will increase the in, increase the interest rate into 1%. It means that we will expect the more dip in the Bitcoin price, and the more dip in the stock and the other traditional market. That's why there's a little bit uh, correction when the Bitcoin price falling down around 40,000 until 37, 36,000. Yeah, and and this just a succession. And in the future, we hope that the price of Bitcoin will bouncing back. And let's see the other article recently. I also see some of the in that's mean that this article is shared the word that is shared to us that some one of the trader, that's mean the one who own the Bitcoin for the we also say that the billionaire of the Bitcoin also um, uh, add Bitcoin MVRV into the indicator of the inventor. This this is also a good news for the cryptocurrency, and it's at this moment the price of the Bitcoin cannot bouncing back after the news, but this is uh, one of the factor to add into the in into the value for the Bitcoin because based on the article, um, I IRK is at he predicts around the Bitcoin price will go up more. It's cost around 1 million per Bitcoin, but it may take more time because in the prediction it say that in 2030, yeah, in 2030 is maybe a long time to go for Bitcoin because Bitcoin now is only 13 years old. Yeah, it's still a young boy, but the total value market of the crypto and Bitcoin currency is 1 trillion. Yeah. Okay. We also see the nice news about one of the country in Belgium. Yeah, a Belgi- a Brazilian MP,
Belgian,
yeah,
yeah, from
has
Belgium.
warned, yeah, has warned that the Europe's biggest risk is maybe failing to properly learn about and embrace Bitcoin. Is in the software that he also suggests the other country to learn more in the blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Yeah, this also one of the nice statement
Yeah,
for
I
one
think
of the
when this MP said this, it's probably I'm trying to think what he probably was thinking. Yeah, probably when he sees a lot of progress around in the crypto industry, in the digital currency arena. So when they look back, they say, oh, initially a lot of big countries are against Bitcoin. Even up to today, they are always against. But when he looked at the other side of the coin, he said, hey, actually this Bitcoin, any other people who look at this issue, they probably think, oh, actually this Bitcoin isn't really that bad. Since it's going to be there for a while, it's probably a good thing to actually embrace Bitcoin and flow with it. If you try to flow against a river, then you might lag behind a lot of people. Yeah, so this crypto Bitcoin thing is real. It is doing a lot of a very interesting thing for the financial industry. It's doing a lot of very interesting thing for a few other smaller countries where they embrace Bitcoin, like El Salvador. Yeah, of course, I'm not saying that everyone should follow El Salvador and say, oh, Bitcoin should be my legal tender. Then it could be a big problem as well. Yeah, so of course, when he said, Euro's biggest risk maybe failing to properly learn and embrace. I believe it's also partly due to the technology behind Bitcoin, which is
yeah
blockchain. Yeah, so if a country fail to flow with how the blockchain is moving, then I think they are totally going to lag behind in a lot of things
yeah
when it comes to progress for the future. Because you look at how supply chain can be improved by using blockchain technology. If you look at how banking, finance
yeah
industry can be improved, can be made so much faster, or even I could even call it super fast in terms of transaction speed. If you fail to see this kind of thing, then you probably is going to lag behind. Yeah, so and I think probably it's just an understatement. Yeah, so there's a lot of very positive things coming out of the Bitcoin and blockchain, which I think a lot of European countries should actually look at sports. Yeah, I think even in soccer, soccer leagues and all this, a lot of soccer football club owners, basketball club owners, they are going into using blockchain and adopting crypto as part of how they are able to engage fans, engage users, and 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 polish up their fans reward system. Yeah, so these are actually very positive things, which I think a lot of countries, if they are yet to follow, if they are yet to be to explore, they should begin. Yeah, vote for freedom, was it?
yeah So what do you think about this? Because this is a statement from the Dragon CEO of the one of the exchange biggest exchange nowadays. He
Uh, uh, okay, just based on this vote of freedom, both of freedom, I think it's
yeah
already fine with two sides. Yeah. So on one side, yeah, vote for freedom. Freedom of what? Freedom of being able to use money faster, quicker, with less fee and things like that. Or what? Yeah. So of course, you can vote for freedom. You can. I mean, a lot of people are transferring BTCs like nobody's business right now. Yeah. So why are countries so against and banning Bitcoin and things like that? Yeah. Number one is because of tax. You know, if you're not paying tax, then the country can't move forward. Yeah, and of course, if you are going to adopt the Western kind of freedom, then I think you have a problem because look at how uh, this freedom has made a lot of people very poor now. Yeah, in a Western country. Yeah, you know which country I'm talking about. So people have to rob the goods train in order to gain something out of life as well. So
yeah
yeah, so hopefully this of course it's not bad to have freedom, but we have to use freedom correctly. Yeah.
yeah. And we come back again about some of the yeah
Yes.
SEC. Yeah, you may remember there's so many Bitcoin spot ETF has been applied to SEC, but it's always has been rejected, and that's why SEC received a lot of letter about this concern and issue, and they hope that they will change their mind about the about approve for the Bitcoin spot ETF. If the Bitcoin spot ETF has been approved, then it will be the another milestone for the Bitcoin because we know that the Bitcoin future ETF has been approved last year, and then it's
Right.
make the milestone, right? And now we are waiting for the Bitcoin spot ETF because they say that with the Bitcoin spot ETF is more valuable because they will let's buy up on the crypto or Bitcoin, they will receive immediately, not like the Bitcoin future ETF. Yeah, that's why the SEC received 200 letter. Look like the letter from the investor. They say why you always reject my application, something like that. Yeah, that's
Ah,
why. Yeah,
so they
and
should send 2,000 letters.
yeah, it's also continue with the the thing why the SEC received a letter because the SEC will continue to evaluate the Bitcoin spot ETF, but they must be designed to prevent fraud. Yeah, this is the execution from the chair of the SEC because they afraid of the fraud or something like that. So they must to evaluate the Bitcoin spot ETF clearly. Yeah, that is just the reason why it takes so long time and they reject so many applications on the Bitcoin spot ETF. Yeah, and we may remember a few months ago, also recently, there's a protest in Canada about something about vaccine. Uh,
Bitcoin wallet reaches Canada cost demands.
yeah,
Why? Why?
just because some of the protesters they don't want they don't want to vaccinate and they want to protest.
Oh,
Yeah, and now
this got to
in
do with the protest for the against the vaccination for these truck drivers.
yeah, that's right. But the government they try to free the account of them, some of them, but they use a Bitcoin wallet, so it's impossible for them to free the account in the Bitcoin wallet, because it's impossible.
They can't just freeze because they don't know which Bitcoin wallet belongs to who, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's it means it's impossible to do that. If the government want to free the Bitcoin wallet and some the other thing, and this news we also discussed from the beginning about some of the statement from the Russian finance ministry. They say the crypto shouldn't be the legal currency, but in Russia, the Russian government are thinking that they will find the regulation for the crypto, because they don't want to ban crypto. If they ban crypto, there's so many people they will be suffer, because some country, some individual also rely on that. Yeah, so they must have the regulation. It's also similar with India. Yeah. Um, in India, they also have some regulation. Yeah, and the next one is I may give to Mr. Nicholas share information about the blockchain with the gas fee zero.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Okay, so just some interesting info out there in the market for blockchain. Yeah, so is zero gas fee possible? Yeah, so there's this particular competitor of Solana. I think the team is called Cardano. Yeah. So they are the one that runs this project called
no.
uh,
In my own opinion, is about the blockchain gas fee. It look like
yeah. So
nowadays we
so this bigger has built not Cardano. This bigger
yeah
has built a zero gas fee blockchain. So of course, Solana was known to be the fastest blockchain before this. Then 100,000 transaction per second appeared. Yeah,
yeah
so you know that for zero, because okay, over there they put 0.0000001. That's technically zero. Yeah. So because in a system, if you put zero, I don't think the system will allow you to complete the transaction. You have to put
yeah
at least 1 0 after many zeros after the decimal. Yeah. So we are technically moving into an era where gas fee is zero. Yeah. So imagine if a gas fee is zero, then of course they have to find ways to make money. But of course, every transaction you make, the gas fee is zero, and that is a good thing. Okay, previously there are other projects like the Avalanche, the Matic, the Litecoin, uh, the Cardano. Yeah, so Bigger is the one that is 100,000 TPS. Cardano is I think much lesser, something like that. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. So 1 billion funding in GameFi. In the past, we had heard something like DeFi, decentralized finance. Now we have this game finance.
yeah that's right.
Yeah. So in this on the left side, you have this GameFi, and this I put a quote there. I found this information on Google. It says GameFi players can trade land or rent out their winnings or even borrow against them. That's quite an interesting concept. I put the DeFi Kingdoms thing down there is because DeFi Kingdoms, there's this jewel. They are basically the hottest or the biggest online games, according information I can gather. Yeah, so of course, on blockchain-based online games has received more than $1 billion in funding in January alone. Just January, 1 month in 1 month. Yeah, so for this DeFi Kingdom, they generated more than 1.5 billion in transaction through January. Yeah, so if you look at things like this, blockchain. Earlier we mentioned something about if countries don't follow the time to go with blockchain and adopt blockchain or even explore blockchain, I think they are going to be left behind. So these are one of the areas they could be left that could prove that if countries don't embrace blockchain or digital currency and digital currency, they could be left behind because platforms like this, industry like GameFi, they are basically using blockchain to give rewards, to do let players earn a lot of things. A lot of things
Yeah.
are going on. So in the past, a few months ago, or even last year, I mentioned something like, "Oh, it'll be good to have games that allow people to earn crypto or use blockchain or whatever to play with the game or on a game." It's
Yeah.
happening already.
Yeah,
So,
it's
so
happening.
it's just that it's just I hardly play games. So when I read this kind of things on it, I find this it is already like a far ahead thing for me to even catch up. Yeah. So for a lot of youngsters out there, you're talking about games, right? You're talking about young people. You're talking about a lot of people in their teenage years. I, I'm pretty sure this kind of game it appeals to a lot of teenagers. Probably even kids. So
Yeah.
teenagers and kids, they are actually using blockchain without knowing that they are using blockchain. So when they grow up with this kind of environment, they think that, oh, these kind of things are kind of like a standard thing. So when they grow up into adulthood, they say, why are these other countries not into blockchain? We are using blockchain since young. Yeah, so you know that things are going towards this direction. Yeah, so
Yeah.
and I think in a matter of time, it'll become more than just 1 billion. It probably hundreds of billions or even trillions. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to the next the last slide. Yeah. Uh, Blockchain fast and blockchain furious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Like the
so
racing.
I gave this title because I like watching Fast and Furious movie, and I think this is very applicable.
Yeah.
Apple took 24 years to get to $1 trillion mark, $1 trillion in value. Yeah. So Facebook took like 18 years, but Bitcoin it took only 12 years. So
Yeah.
so the next thing that's going to take even shorter time, I don't know what it is. It could be GameFi, it could be DeFi, it could be a lot of things. Yeah. So as long as they are on blockchain, they will be able to reach $1 trillion in value in a very short time. Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure. It's being proven by Bitcoin. Yeah. So let me look at the article and see whether there's other things that are left out. Yeah, but of course, um, this okay, there's this. I think Mr. Richard has mentioned something about Web3 before, and
Yeah.
imagine a Web3 is based on what blockchain again? Yeah, correct. Is it?
Web3 is not based on blockchain. It's a decentralized network. It's,
Digital ownership. Yeah, yeah, correct.
yeah.
So here is this article. This article says, developers and technologists are currently in the process of building a value dimension. So Web3 allows for digital ownership and enable users to maintain and control their digital assets. Wow,
Yeah.
that is the future, and future is now. Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for joining us. I hope this information that we shared are useful for you. Yeah. So I hope it allows you to see clearly what the future should be and how the future would be moving towards and what the future is moving with. And pretty clearly, at this current point in time, what we can see is how blockchain are helping people with a lot of things. And of course, cryptocurrency and digital currency are helping a lot of people making a lot of money. Yeah, so these are the things that's happening right now. Future is
Yeah.
inside here today. Yeah. So we are at the cusp of a lot of changes, a lot of improvement, a lot of big things that's going to happen next. Yeah. So thank
Yeah.
you for joining us. Hope to see you again very soon. Yeah, Mr. Richard.
Yeah, okay. See you on the next live stream next week. And we hope you can stay well, stay home, and you can hold the cryptocurrency at the diamond hand. Okay, see you.